It's time for the World Series, and I'm back as well. What's up, guys, and welcome to episode number 53 of this MLB The Show 20 Postseason series. And today, I'm going to be playing Game 1 of the Best of 3 World Series here in this MLB The Show 20 Postseason series, as it's the Atlanta Braves and the Minnesota Twins. A rematch of the 1991 World Series between... Well, obviously the 1991 World Series featured obviously the Braves and the Twins, so that's why it's a rematch of the 1991 World Series, which the Twins won in 7 games in walk-off fashion. They won Game 7 at the Metrodome in Minneapolis, 1-0 in 10 innings. That was as they won Game 7, 1-0 in 10 innings, thanks to a walk-off single by, I don't remember who hit the walk-off single or who scored, but it was bases loaded, nobody out, I believe, and then a fly ball to left center field, and it got down. Even if it didn't get down, it would have been a sac fly, but it got down for a walk-off single. But obviously, that was the best of 7 World Series, and that was 1991. This is 2020 in this game, and it's a best of 3 World Series. Obviously, there's no players are still on the team, obviously, of those 1991 teams, obviously. There's still people alive from those 2 teams, but obviously all of them are probably well past baseball playing age. So the Game 1 pitching matchup will be Ian Anderson for the Braves and Rich Hill for the Twins. Games 2 and 3, although it does say, for Game 2, for example, it says Jake Odorizzi versus Cole Hamels, and then Game 3, Michael Pineda versus Felix Hernandez. Those 2 pitching matchups will not happen. Because obviously, Odorizzi and Hamels, and then Pineda and Hernandez are both Pineda and Hernandez are both the number 5 starter for both their teams, and then Odorizzi and Hamels are number 4, their 4th starter. So yeah, for Games 2 and then obviously Game 3 if necessary, the aces. Well, for Game 2, I'm guessing the aces will be pitching again for both teams, or at least one ace, and then for Game 3. You would have one ace as well. You might not see both aces pitch against each other, but you would see, obviously, the aces come back for Games 2 and then Game 3, if necessary. So at Game 2, you might see one ace, and then the other team pitches their number 2 pitcher. Or possibly, let's say if the Twins are at 1 game and then they might pitch, I might have them pitch Odorizzi, but then the Braves, they might pitch their ace. And then maybe the other way around if the Braves have a 1-0 series lead. And in Game 3, it just depends obviously who pitched in Game 2. But yeah, Games 1 and 3 are in Minnesota, and then Game 2 is in Atlanta, as Atlanta hasn't had a home game yet in the playoffs, and Game 2 will be the Braves' first and only home game here in the playoffs, because the Division Series and Championship Series were both just 1 game. As the Braves beat the Cubs in extra innings in Chicago, and then they beat the Dodgers in LA 3-2 in 9 innings. And then the Twins, on the other hand, as you can see right over here, the Twins beat the Royals 4-3 in walk-off fashion thanks to a Byron Buxton walk-off home run. And then they went to New York. This game was supposed to be in Minnesota, but for some reason it was in the Bronx. But the Twins went into the Bronx and beat the Yankees on the road 3-2. So the Twins won in walk-off fashion 4-3. And then they won 3-2 in 9 innings. Even if I did or didn't, that could change. But either way, it's Hill or Anderson versus Hill. Anderson versus Hill in Game 1. I mean, it's an 84 versus an 80. So yeah. I might do some lineup changes here, maybe. I'm taking out Garver. I'm going to take out Garver, who's an 82 overall catcher, and put the 70 overall catcher in Willians Astudillo. And then I'm going to take down Jorge Polanco at shortstop and put in Marwin Gonzalez, who's actually a 75, and Polanco's a 74. So Astudillo's batting 8th, Gonzalez batting 9th, and then that's going to be it for them. And then on the other side, I'm going to put in... I think I'm going to leave it as it is. Yeah, I'm going to leave the Braves lineup as it is. So yeah, let's get into Game 1 of the Best of 3 World Series, Braves, Twins, at Target Field. So the only lineup change for the Twins: Gonzalez at shortstop instead of Polanco, and then Astudillo behind the plate instead of Garver, and then no changes for the Braves. We are here at Target Field in downtown Minneapolis for Game 1 of the Best-of-3 World Series. And the 2020 World Series features the Atlanta Braves and the Minnesota Twins. Hello again, everybody. Vinny J here behind the camera, as I'll be broadcasting this game here tonight. It's Game 1 of the 2020 World Series, Best-of-3 World Series. Like I said, Games 1 and 3 here in Minnesota, and then Game 2 will be in Atlanta, as the Twins beat the Royals and the Twins beat the Royals and Yankees, and then the Braves beat the Cubs and the Dodgers, as that's how both of these teams got to where they are. Everything's on the line. Game 1 of the Best-of-3 World Series is coming up next here at Target Field. It's probably the thumbnail right there. As Astudillo is the first guy in the Twins line right there, up the first base line. Yeah, so here we go. Game 1 of the World Series. Let's go. On the mound for Game 1 for the hometown Twins is Rich Hill. As the left-hander, number 44. And here comes Ronald Acuna Jr. Batted .333. Excuse me, I was the wrong controller. Batted .333 so far in the playoffs for 2 games. Quick counts are on, like I said, 1-1 count as you're on your way in the World Series. And that's a foul ball. As my eyes are having a hard time adjusting. 46 degrees at first pitch. So it's a brisk 46 degrees here at first pitch, but that's basically the temperature you would see in Minnesota in October at nighttime. You would see around 45, 50 degrees. In this case, it's 46 degrees with, I believe, a 2-mile-per-hour wind. So it might feel a little colder. 1-2. And that's a ground ball, fielded by Gonzalez. Throws it over to first, and he got him! Good play by Gonzalez. 1 down. Here's the Braves starting lineup for Game 1. It's Ronald Acuna Jr., Freddie Freeman, Marcell Ozuna, Travis d'Arnaud, Ozzie Albies, Adam Duvall, Dansby Swanson, Austin Riley, and Christian Pache. As a good play by Gonzalez, who's getting his first start in the playoffs. He came in as a defensive substitution in the ALDS. And here's Freddie Freeman. That's a ground ball. Gonzalez' shift was on, and the shift is still legal here in this game. 2 down. This is still over the show 20. Here's Ozuna batting .273. I believe that's a 1 RBI. As they won 2 road games, the Braves did get to where they are. As they won 2 road games, like I said, they get to the World Series, while the Twins won 1 home game and then 1 road game. 2 outs to no for Ozuna. Now here's a cleanup man, and it is Travis d'Arnaud. As yeah, I'm used to. I was sitting closer when I was playing my grandpa in the PS4. I was sitting closer to the TV than I am right now, so my eyes are having a tough time adjusting. 2-1. And a little tapper, Sano fields it, steps on first, runs over to first, steps on first, and an over. 1 hit and 1 left for the Braves. Twins coming to bat, no score in Game 1. On the mound for the Braves in Game 1 is Ian Anderson, 6'3", 170 pounds, 21 years of age. As a 21-year-old gets to start in Game 1. Here's Kepler, batting .222. The leadoff man for the Twins. And old tapper against the shift. Austin Riley is there, though. Throws to first, and he's safe! As you might see a challenge, maybe, and the Braves might challenge. As the Braves manager says, hold on, as they will have 20 seconds, now 14 seconds, and counting the challenge. It looked from the naked eye at live time he was out, and oh yes, he's out by half a step. That might be Angel Hernandez over at first base, who's now retired. But that's not literally Angel Hernandez, but Angel Hernandez, like umpire, called Kepler safe, but he looked out by half a step. Oh yeah, he's out by half a step. What did the call momentarily here? So the call is out. The last clip ended right. Right before he made the call, but I think you still saw him. I think you still saw the home plate umpire say out. So the Braves did win the challenge, and they did one more challenge to use later in the ball game if necessary. Here's a rise and a line drive coming in as a center fielder dives, and it's off the center fielder's glove. As it hit the center fielder's glove or arm on the dive, as that was lucky. That either could have been a great highlight reel play, as yeah, I believe that hit his arm. That was Pache almost got that. So obviously, if he caught that, that would be great. If he didn't catch it and it didn't hit him and it went all the way to the wall or got past him, that might have been a triple. Thankfully, he didn't catch it, but at least it didn't get by him. 3-2 to Josh Donaldson. Foul ball. That was ball 4. You might see a hit and run, maybe. That was ball 4. Here we go. And 3-2 and foul ball. That would have been close, but 2 pitches ago, that was definitely ball 4. That would have been close though. And that's ball 4. 81 mile per hour, 12th serve, just low. 2 on 1 out now for Nelson Cruz, who had a homer into the bullpen in the ALDS against Kansas City. 2 on 1 out for the DH. Batting .429 in the playoffs. This could be 2. Albies. Swanson barehands it. Throws it to Freddie Freeman at first. Double play. What a barehand by Swanson. 4-6-3. No score after 1. And now here's Albies. That was a good barehand by Swanson. Albies batting .273 in the playoffs. 2-1. Ground ball up the middle. Past the dive and a rise. Base hit. Base hit for Ozzie. And by the way, I've done some other playoff brackets here in MLB The Show 20. This is my first one since 2020 in real life. In one of my other postseason brackets, the Twins and the Braves played each other in the World Series. That was a best-of-5 World Series, and the Twins won that best-of-5 World Series in 5 games. Obviously, this is a different postseason bracket, and this is only a best-of-3 World Series instead of a best-of-5 World Series. But we'll see who wins it. Full count out of Duvall. And ground ball. Gonzalez. A rise. Sano. Double play. 2 down. Now there's Swanson. I believe the first overall pick in the 2015 draft or something like that. Full count. Dansby. Swanson. Ground ball to his opposing shortstop. Gonzalez safe as Swanson beat that out. 75 speed for Dansby Swanson. Full 3-1 count now to Austin Riley. And that is a curveball right in there. And here's the umpires assigned for the Game 1 of the World Series. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson. As Patrick Johnson is the home plate umpire for Game 1 of the World Series. Runner will be in motion at first. Full count, 2 outs. And a swing and a miss on the curveball. Middle of 2, no score here at Target Field. Here we go. Here's Eddie Rosario, who in this game hasn't been a Brave yet, but remember the first year he wasn't on the Twins, which was 2021. He won the World Series with the Braves. 1-2 to Eddie. And a ground ball over the pitcher, but shift was on. Swanson's there. 1 down here in the second. Now here's Miguel Sano, batting .375. Had 1 RBI, which was in the ALDS or ALCS, or line drive against the shift, base hit for Miggy. Sano did have 1 RBI, like I said, against the Yankees in the ALCS. So hit it against the shift, and here comes Byron Buxton. Batting at .500, he was the hero in the ALDS, hit the walk-off home run, foul ball. Until And a ground ball knocked down by Albies. Got him at second, but not at first, as they might have had him if Albies got it cleanly. And now here's Williams Astudillo, who's making his first appearance here in the playoffs. In for Garver. Runner goes, and it's a hit and run, but right to Swanson. And Astudillo has 6 speed. A low throw by Swanson, but Freddie Freeman saved an error by picking it. We head to the third. No score. And now here comes Pache. Top of the order to follow. He's been at 333. I believe he only played in the NLCS though. Ground ball, base hit. I'm pretty sure he did not play in the NLDS, but he did play in the NLCS. And he has some speed, and now it's the top of the order in Acuna. And runner goes, and throw to second by Astudillo. Bounces in. It's blocked by the chest of Arise, but Pache stole second base. It is a strike. 1-2 count now to Acuna. And a foul ball, but obviously Garver has a better arm than Astudillo, but Astudillo's behind the play, and then it was a low throw. 1-2. And another foul ball. And that is low. Rich Hill has a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a 12-sit curve, and a curveball. So he has a 12-sit curve and a curveball. 2-2. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit. Here comes Pache. And going to second is Acuna. Throw home by Buxton's way too late. And because he threw it home, Acuna got the second. 1-0 Braves. So a single by Pache, a stolen base, and then a single by Acuna, and then he got the second on the throw home. And now here's Freddie Freeman, 1-0 Braves, nobody out. Ground ball left side, runner will not advance. Throw to first is in time. Runner stays put at second, 1 down. Huge out, and that's a missed opportunity. Not to get the runner over to third, and here's Ozuna. Swing and a miss on the slider, 1-2. Fly ball, it's hit well. This will stay in the yard. And tagging is Acuna. It's caught by Buxton on the warning track. Throw to third by Gonzalez is not in time. Standing up is Acuna. Runner at third and 2 outs for Darno. 2-2. Hill 1 strike away from getting out of it. Only giving up 1 run. Foul ball in the 12 sits. And a fly ball on the line. Kepler is there. Almost overran it. But the Braves only did 1 thanks to Acuna. But then Acuna's stranded at third base. Middle of 3, 1-0 Braves here on the road. Now here's Gonzalez. He came in as a defensive sub in the ALDS. Now here comes Gonzalez. Or here is Gonzalez. Ground ball to his opposing shortstop, and Swanson is able to throw Gonzalez out, but Gonzalez wasn't able to throw Swanson out. But like I said, Swanson was able to throw Gonzalez out. 1 down now for Kepler, who was safe, but then obviously it was not after review. 1-2. And a line drive, but right at Austin Riley. 2 down. That was perfect, but Riley was standing right there. And here's the postseason bracket, as you can see how these teams got to the World Series. As the Twins beat the Royals and Yankees, and then the Braves beat the Cubs and the Dodgers, both on the road. And then the Twins beat the Royals at home, and the Yankees on the road. Arise, ground ball, charging to Swanson. And low throw, another one, but picked by Freeman. We head to the 4th, 1-0 Braves. We're back here in Minnesota. Here's Heidi Watney. Thank you, Heidi, for that report. Yeah, they've only scored 1 run, but they have the lead. 4th inning, obviously plenty of game to go. 50th pitch coming from Rich Hill. And a line drive, and that is caught by Arise! As over the shoulder, like he's a wide receiver in the NFL, 1 down. And the top speeds for both pitchers, 93 miles per hour for Anderson, 90 miles per hour for Hill. So they're still throwing 90 plus, but they could be throwing like 97, 98, but instead they're throwing 93, 90. 1-1 to Duvall. And that's a fly ball. That ball is absolutely demolished. That ball is gone. Adam Duvall deposits one into the bleachers. 409 feet, 100 miles per hour off the bat. And the Braves double their lead in Game 1. As Adam Duvall deposits the baseball into the left center field, or the left field seats here at Target Field. 2-0 Braves in the 4th. It was an RBI single by Acuna, now a solo home run by Adam Duvall. 2-0. 409, 100 miles per hour off the bat. And in that, by the way, in that best of 5 World Series, where the Twins won in 5 games, the Braves won games 1 and 2 in Minnesota. Then the Twins won games 3 and 4 in Atlanta. So through the first 4 games, the road team won every game, and then in Game 5 back here at Target Field, the Twins won that winner-take-all Game 5, 3-2. So, I mean, the Braves had a 2-0 series lead, but then blew that 2-0 series lead, and the Twins came back to win that series, like I said, in 5 games. This is best of 3, though, of course. Here's Swanson, and it's a fly ball foul. Here we go. So still plenty of game to go. It's 2-0 Braves, but we'll see. That's a ground ball. That is the 7th hit of the game for the Braves in 3 1/3 innings. Now it's a 3-1 hitters count to Austin Riley, who struck out in the 2nd. That's a pop-out foul. Mid pitch here. That's a swing and a miss. 2nd strikeout. And as many at-bats for Austin Riley, 2 down. It's 2 strikeouts for Hill, both on Riley. And here's Pache, 1 for 1 with a single, stolen base, and a run scored. And it's a ground ball, botched by Arise. And safe at first is Pache. That might be an error. No, it's going to be a base hit. 2 on, 2 out now, but now it's Acuna again. He's 1 for 2 with a RBI single. He has a chance to get another one. Foul ball 1 and 2. It's a big pitch. Already 67 pitch coming from Hill through almost 4 innings. And it's a ground ball. I'm back. You didn't miss anything. I said to let my dogs in. Here we go. 1 on, 2 out. No, 1 on, 1 out for Darno. And that's a foul ball. And they're starting to warm up. Sergio Romo and Caleb Thielbar. Thielbar a lefty, Romo a righty in the Twins bullpen. As Hill's already thrown 75 pitches and counting. And it's a line drive base hit. And stopping at 2nd is the runner at 1st. 2 on, 1 out, and this is not good if you're Rich Hill and the Twins, as he's getting banged up. And now it's Albies. And then here comes the pitching coach. I believe it's, I can't remember the Twins pitching coach's name, but he's out there. And it's a huge pitch, 2-2 to Albies, 80th pitch. And it's a ground ball. This could be 2. Glove flip by Gonzalez for 1. Got him at first for a double play. A huge play for the Hill and the Braves. A big glove flip by Gonzalez. Halfway home, 2-0 Braves in Game 1. We're back here at Minnesota. Here's how do you want me again. Our Twins manager is Rocco Baldelli. That's him with the beard. The other guy next to him is a pitching coach. Here we go, 2nd half of the game. It's still have, 15 more outs. Here's Mickey. And foul ball. I believe what they have 2 hits. They have 2 hits. They have that single by Sano, and then a single by the other guy that hit the diving center fielder Pache's glove. Ground ball, base hit. And 3 hits for the Twins. Mindy has 2 of them. Time run at the plate. Trying to get something going here. And you have Byron Buxton. And Sano's going. Ground ball's a hit and run. Base hit. And even though it's a hit and run, Sano will stop. 2 on, nobody out now for Astudillo. And you might think of a sacrifice, but there's 2 strikes. And now the runners are going. Ground ball! And safe at second, but Astudillo's out by a mile at first. As he only has 6 speed, so it's almost a sacrifice. It's a double steal hit and run. Safe at second, but then out at first. Second and third and 1 out. Infield back as they'll concede the run for an out. 1-1. Foul ball 1 and 2. It's a huge play here. At least get 1. And it's a foul ball. Top of the order to follow if there's no double play here. And it's a hand pitch base hit. And they're going to stop Buxton at third. He would have been safe as the throw was up the line, but coming in from third is the runner at third. And it's 2-1 as Gonzalez brings in the run. And now here's Max Kepler. First and third, 1 out. And it's a liner. It's caught on a hop. And this is a double play. As Albies with a great play to preserve the Braves lead. But the Twins got 1. And the 5, 2-1 Braves. Here we go, 6th inning. And they're going to bring in Caleb Thielbar. The lefty, number 72, Caleb Thielbar, for coming in for Duvall. And there's a ground ball. Thielbar coming off the mound. He is safe at first. I don't know if Thielbar's still on the team or not. But it's an infield single. That was almost a swing and bunt. And here's Swanson. 2 for 2. Ground ball. And got him at second. And got him at first. Another double play. 2 down. A lot of double plays in this game. And it's at least 2 for each side. 2 down. And now here's Austin Riley. 2 outs. Ground ball. That's a base hit. 11th hit of the game for the Braves. And we're only in the 6th inning. And it continues. He is still on the team. Here's Pache, 2 singles and a run scored. Ground ball. This should be a tough play. Sano missed it. Barehanded by Arise as he got the runner at first. As Sano missed it, Arise barehanded it, threw it to Thielbar in and over. Middle of sets, 2-1 Braves.
Used to play for the El Paso Chihuahuas.
And now here's Luis Arise. It should still be a Twin, but they traded him a couple years back. Line drive, base hit over the jumping glove of Riley. Leadoff man out for Minnesota. And they're going to start warming up Chris Martin, a righty, and Will Smith, the pitcher. He's a lefty. I mean, you have Will Smith the actor, Will Smith the pitcher, and Will Smith the catcher. He's on the Will Smith the catcher's on the Dodgers. Here's JD. And a ground ball, base hit. And going to third. Or no, he stopped at second. See, it would have been close, but there's nobody out, so. Josh Donaldson with a base hit. And now here comes Nelson Cruz. And he's going to square the bunt, but he missed the bunt. And now he's going to bunt again with 2 strikes. And this is a fair ball. As if that was foul, that would have been a strikeout. But Cruz was able to pop up the bunt, but no one was there. Sacrifice 5-3 in the scorebook. And second and third and 1 out for Eddie Rosario. With Sano on deck. And the infield's going to be halfway. Tying run 90 feet away. Ground ball. Runner will stay put. Throw to first by Riley got him. He almost had the runner going back to third. Second and third and 2 outs. That was very close. That was a Jeter jump throw, though, by Riley. He almost had the runner diving back to third. Here's Sano. Foul ball 1 and 2. 2 outs. Hits the outfield. Will at least tie it. Ground ball up the middle, base hit. Here comes one runner. Second runner's coming around. Throw home is up the line. And the Twins take the lead. As the throw home was up the line and well short of the plate. As Pache doesn't really have a strong arm. As both runners score and the Twins have scored 3 unanswered and they have a 3-2 lead. Medel Sano. 2 RBI single. And here's Byron Buxton. Byron Buxton, and that will be a fielder's choice in and over. But the Twins take the lead. 1 in the 5th, 2 here in the 6th. We head to the 7th. Twins up by 1. Here we go. We're in the back third of the game. Thielbar staying in, facing Acuna. A little tapper about a foot in front of the plate. Astudillo throws him out. Astudillo's in instead of Darver. Just because Darver was 0 for 5 so far in the first 2 games. And here's Freddie Freeman. 0 for 3 in the game. And a line drive into the gap. And it's cut off by Buxton as the shift was on. 1 out single for Freddie Freeman. Here's Ozuna. And it's a ground ball. And it's botched! Now we have a backup on the bases. Or not really a backup, but Freddie Freeman was running on the pitch. And he doesn't get to third base, but first and second, 1 out. Trevor May's warming up also, and here comes, they're going to bring in Sergio Romo, who is not on the Twins anymore, but he was in this game. It's a nasty slider. And it's a ground ball. Got him at second. And gone. No, it did not get him at first. As kind of jumped the gun there. I thought he was out, but Darno beat it. Is that Yeah, Darno almost was able to get there. As Rise did play, got him at second, but then Gonzalez got taken out at second base. But Darno barely beat that. And now it's a 3-1 hitters count to Albies. Tying run at third, 2 outs. And a ground ball. And missed by a Rise. And this game is tied. I don't know why he just... I don't know how
he overran it.
I was running, but then why did he not grab the ball? As this game is tied, as for some reason Arise... I was running with him, but I thought he was going to field it, but for some reason he just did not field it. And now the game is tied. Here's Duvall. Runners will be in motion, full count, 2 outs. Foul ball. That was ball 4. But you never know. Here we go. It's a 3-3 game. Full count. Ground ball right back to Romo. And everybody is safe. As the bases are now loaded. And with 2 outs, full count, runners will be in motion. Big pitch. Ground ball. Fielded by Arise this time, and he throws him out. But the Braves tie the game. We're in for a great game. 7th inning stretch time. 3-3 ball game. And here comes the Turtle, Juan Astudillo. That's his nickname. Anderson still in. Astudillo. Ground ball. Swanson. Plenty of time. Throws out the Turtle. 1 down. And now Eric Gonzalez drove in the Twins' first run. Energy of Anderson's in the yellow. This might be his last batter. Ground ball. And it's boxed by Riley. but he recovers nicely. 2 down. Now it is Kepler. This might be his last batter now. 85th pitch. Through almost 7 innings. Ground ball, same place as the last ball. And another pick by Freddie Freeman. That's why it's an all-star first baseman. We head to the 8th. 3-piece. Here we go. Top 8. Romo stays in. Ground ball. Gonzalez. 1 down. And now here comes Christian Pache. Popped up. He popped up to center, Arise. 2 down, as Arise did catch that pop-up. But now here comes Acuna, who in an RBI single is driving the Braves' first run. Ground ball, and that's going to be another base hit for Acuna, his second of the game. It's 2 for 4. And now you have some speed at first base. Full count, runner will be in motion. Freddie Freeman. And that is a cold strike 3 on the corner. As the Braves strand 1, middle of 8, 3-3. And now there's a rise. And they are going to bring in the righty, Martin. Chris Martin. 1 appearance here in the playoffs. Pitched 3 innings. I'm pretty sure that was in the extra inning win against the Cubs in the NLDS. That's why he pitched 3 innings. That game went like 16 innings. 1-1 now to Arise. Ground ball up the middle. And off the diving Swanson. And it's a leadoff single for Luis. And now squaring is Josh Donaldson. He fouled that bat. Trying to get Arise to second, but now there's 2 strikes. Will he try to sacrifice now? He will not, and that could cost him. That could be 2. Steps on second for 1. Albies does double play. 2 down. And now it's Cruz. 0 for 2 with a sacrifice bunt, which doesn't count as a bat. Full count. Ground ball. Shift was on, but to the other side, but Albies is there. Another pick by Freddie Freeman. That's like 5, but he's picked all 5. We head to the 9th in Game 1 of the Best of 3 World Series, tied at 3. Here's Ozuna. 3 for 4. And ground ball Arise. 1 down, as Romo's still in this game. Now it's Darno. And they're gonna bring in Trevor May now. With 1 out in the 9th. He's 0 for 1 on saves. 2 appearances here in the playoffs. So he pitched in both playoff games. 9 ERA. Pitched an inning. 1 strikeout, 1 walk. But that was only through an inning. Total. An inning total. Line drive right to Sano. There's Albies. 2 for 4. With 2 singles and an RBI. That's a fly ball on the line. It's not gone, but the shift was on. Is it fair? It's tailing, and it's foul. As it was slicing, not tailing. And it would have been a double. Probably would have been an automatic double. That would have bounced up and hit the foul pole if it was fair. 1-2 now. Fly ball. Buxton's there. And the Twins can walk it off in the bottom of the 9th with 1 run. Middle of 9. 3-3 tie. On that Albies one, that would have been a double. Probably an automatic double if it was fair. And now here comes, they're going to bring in Will Smith, the lefty, to face the lefty. Shift is on. 1 run can win it for the Twins. And it's a ground ball right back to the pitcher. Turns around because he's a lefty. 1 down. So you have 5, 6, 7 due up for Minnesota. And here's Sano, 3 for 3. And that's a ground ball, make that 4 for 4 for Midi. And that's the winning run in Game 1. That's the winning run here in Game 1. And you might see a pinch runner. And they're gonna pinch run Polanco, Jorge Polanco at first base for Sano. Third baseman's in for possibly a bunt from Buxton. And runner goes, and it's a bunt, and it's foul. As a runner was also moving on the pitch. 1-2. Will they try to bunt again? He will. With 2 strikes, he gets it down. Throw to first by Freddie Freeman with Albies covering. It's in time. Sacrifice 3-4 in the butts. 2 outs. Runner at second, and it's the Turtle to win this game. Hit to the outfield. Should score Polanco. Astudillo can be the hero. And a ground ball knocked down by Martin. That might have saved the game, as that would have been up the middle probably for a base hit. But we had the extra innings. And the extra inning rule is not a thing in this game, so even if it was, I would have turned it off. As I'm not Polanco cannot play first base, I don't think. No, he can't. Can someone? Well, see if Astudillo can, but then I could. I'm gonna switch Gonzalez and Polanco. So Gonzalez and Polanco will stay. Polanco will still be batting 6th. Gonzalez will still be batting 9th. But they'll switch positions. So Polanco will go from first to short. Gonzalez will go from short to first. So yeah, Polanco at shortstop now. Gonzalez at first base. Here we go. Top 10. Trevor May still in. Here's Duvall, who had a homer earlier. Braves had a 2-0 lead. Then they were down 3-2, but then they tied the game, and then now we're here in extra innings, here in Game 1 of the World Series. Fly ball, it's hit well! Back at the wall, it's not gone! Can Kepler catch it? And yes, he can! Up against the wall, as if it was 5 feet to the right, that probably would have been a home run, because it would have went into that overhang. 2 for 4 for Swanson. That ball's destroyed! That ball is gone! Swanson with a go-ahead home run, and the Braves take the lead in the 10th. As the previous batter just missed a home run, Swanson made sure he puts this one into the seats, and the Braves have a 1-run lead. 4-3 Braves in the top of the 10th inning. As they've taken the lead, 377, 99 miles per hour off the bat, and the Braves have the lead in extra innings. As the previous batter, like I said, just missed a homer, but then Swanson made sure he deposits it into that overhang. And you have the closer now warming up. It's Mark Melanson for Atlanta. 1 out now here in the 10th, or still 1 out. 4-3 Braves. That's a ground ball. That's a base hit. Past Gonzalez and past the Rise. Twins now keep it at 4-3 though. Now here's Pache. Top of the order to follow. Foul ball, 1-2. Ground ball out to past Gonzalez and under the jump-in runner at first. 2 on 1 out now, and Braves looking for more here in extra innings. And they're going to bring in Tyler Clippard for Acuna. Is there Acuna 2 for 5? Foul ball, 1-2 on the foul bat to Splitter. Another foul ball as that changeup was there, but foul back by Acuna. Another foul ball from Acuna. Ground ball up the middle, base hit. And now the runners are backed up as they're going to stop at their respective bases. Bases loaded, 1 out now for Freddie Freeman. 1 for 5 with a single and a run. Foul ball. You either got to get a double play or get the runner out at home. Ground ball knocked down by Clippard. Got him at home, got him at first. As Clippard fielded the ball behind his back, and a 1-2-3 home the first double play. Yeah, 1-2-3 home the 1-2-3 home the first double play. But the Braves do have a 1-run lead. Twins need to answer here in the 10th. Braves have 20 hits, Twins have 10. 9-1-2 due up for the Twins. And here comes Mark Melanson, their closer, so Gonzalez will flip around. He's 1 for 2 on saves. 1 to tie, 2 to win. You have Gonzalez and then the top of the order. Fly ball! And now with the jumping attempt by Pache. And it's over his head. A leadoff double for Marwin Gonzalez. As it got over Pache. And now it's Kepler. Now at this point you gotta get the runner over to third. Bare minimum. If you're Kepler. Ground ball to middle base hit. And they're gonna stop the runner. He would have been safe. But there's nobody out. First and third, nobody out for Minnesota. And you have possibly your best hitter in a rise. He's 3 for 4 in this game. And the infield, for some reason, is not in. Okay, I don't know what's going on there.
They're playing for the double play.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They're halfway. They don't want to lose the game.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Here we go. And now here's a rise. 1-1 count. Ground ball. And that could be a double play. And that is going to be a double play. But the Twins do tie the game. As no RBI for a rise, but this game is tied. 2 outs, no runners on for Josh Donaldson. Foul ball. And a ground ball fielded by Albies. Both teams scored 1 in the 10th. 4-4 after 10. Here we go, 11th inning. (3-2) count. That's a line drive, almost hit Clippers' head off. 21 hits for the Braves to the Twins. What? 13, 12. 21 hits for the Braves, 12 for the Twins. Here's Darno. Ground ball. This could be 2. And that's going to be an easy double play. A rise. Polanco, Gonzalez. 2 down. 2 down. Now here's Albies. So we could be in for a good game. Well, we are, but who knows how long it's going to go. Ground ball. Polanco. Behind second with a 10. Got him. Twins have a chance to win it again. Middle of 11. 4-4 game. And now here comes Cruz. They're going to leave Melanson in. Cruz is 0 for 3. Ground ball, hit the mound, but shift is on. 1 down. And now here's Eddie. Starting to warm up Shane Green in the Braves bullpen. No action in the Twins bullpen. 2 down. 1 down, excuse me, for Eddie. Ground ball, shift was on. Albies from shallow right field. 2 down. Here in the 11th. Now it's Polanco, first at bat of the game, after a pinch run-in the 9th. 4-0. Okay, so 2 outs here in the bottom of the 11th. Wrong controller there. Melanson still in, did blow the save in the 10th. Well, we go to the 12th, and looks like we're gonna go to the 12th. And we are. End of 11, 4-4 game. There's no action in the Twins bullpen. Clippers just keep going here. Here's Duvall, had a homer back in the 4th inning, I think. Where we go? The longest World Series game, at least recently, was in 2018, where Game 3 of the World Series between the Red Sox and Dodgers went 18 innings, and though Matt Muncy ended it. That's the longest World Series game, at least in the last 20 years. Here's Swanson had a homer in the 10th, but then the Twins tied it in the 10th. It was a double play, but the run did score. And that's a fly ball. It's hit well. Will it get over the left fielder's head? No, it won't. As Rosario chased it down. 2 down. Now it's Riley. 2 singles, 2 and 5 at-bats. And that's a fly ball. Is it gone? As it's not gone, it is off the facing of the overhang, which is in play. And that's a double for Riley, as Riley just missed a homer. As you have to get it into the flower bed, so, which is right behind the wall. It's right in front of that fence. That fence right over that limestone overhang. As it hit the face of the overhang, which is, like I said, in play. And now it's Pache. Go ahead, run at second base. And that's a ground ball base hit! And throw home by Buxton is not in time! And the Braves retake the lead. As Pache comes through, as Buxton's throw just a bit too late. And the Braves have their second lead of extra innings. 5-4 Braves. And now it's Acuna. Shane Green is going to come in the next inning. And then Brennan Alcala. 6'3", 205 pounds, 25 years old. Coming in to face Acuna. 2 outs. Little tapper. Alcala throws him out, but the Braves retake the lead. A double by Riley and then an RBI single by Pache, both with 2 outs. Twins need to try to tie it again. Middle of 12, 5-4 Braves. And they're gonna. Shane Green is gonna come in. 1 appearance here in the playoffs. Pitched it in 7, 8, 9 to Buxton, Astudillo, and what's his name? Gonzalez. Buxton, a lot of speed. Snidey on base. And it's a ground ball base hit. And you have 97 speed at first base. And now it's Astudillo. Oh for 4. You would think he would try to sacrifice. And he does sacrifice. Right, or missed by Green, but Albies cleaned it up. Buxton was also running on the pitch. Runner at second, 1 out now for Gonzalez. That's a double and a single. Singled in a run and then doubled in the 10th. And scored the game tying run. Hit the outfield, should tie it. And it's a line drive. Pache! And he does make the catch. Buxton's trying to tag. Buxton's thrown out. And the Braves win game 1. As Buxton tried to tag, that was a mistake. And a throw by Swanson to Riley at third base ends this game. And the Braves win game 1 in extra innings. And they'll have a chance to win the best of 3 World Series in game 2 at home a couple nights from now in this game. The Braves are going to play their first home game of the playoffs in game 2. And if they win that game, they'll win the World Series. But if the Twins win game 2, they'll come back here for game 3. Shane Green gets the save. Buxton should have stayed. I thought he was. I should have stayed there, but yeah, it was the left center field. If it was the right center field, if he was running towards right center, then I would have tagged up. But because it was left center, I should have not tagged up. But he did try to tag up. Pache threw to Swanson, and Swanson threw to Riley, and he got Buxton at third base. 5-4 the final in game 1 in 12 innings. Player of the game will be Swanson, who had a solo, I think that's Swanson, yeah it is, who had a solo home run in the 10th, and then ended up making the throw, received the throw from Pache, and then made the throw to Riley that did out Buxton, or a throw out Buxton. And there's Markakis and Flowers just staring right into his face. So Swanson's the top player of the game for game 1, but even though even though the Braves won game 1, and even though it's only a best of 3 World Series, the Twins can win game 2 on the road. They'll force the game 3 back here at home, while the Braves will have a chance to win the World Series at their home field, or on their home field. He was 3 for 6 with a home run, an RBI obviously on the home run, and then scored on the home run. Mark Williamson got the win. Although he blew the save, he still got the win. Tyler Clippard got the loss, and Shane Green gets the save. The hits were 23-13 Braves, 5-4 the final, in 12 innings in Game 1. So on from Target Field. That was a good game. 5-4 the final in 12. Swanson the player of the game. Williamson got the win. Clippard got the loss. Shane Green got the save. Sano went 4 for 4. Gonzalez 2 for 5. Arise 3 for 5. Had the double play, which scored the run in the 10th, but no RBI. Donaldson 1 for 4 with a run. Like I said, Arise 3 for 5 with a run. And then on the other side, Swanson 3 for 6. Pache 4 for 6. Had the game winning RBI single. Duvall 2 for 6 with a homer. Acuna 3 for 7 with an RBI. Yeah, it was a good game. I mean, there was a lot of double plays. I mean, 5 double plays for the Braves they had to hit into, and then 4 for the Twins. They had there's 3 sacrifice bunts for the Twins. Sano had 2 RBIs. There's also the other one. Gonzalez had a double, and then on the other side, Riley had a double. Swanson and Duvall had homers. Acuna, Albies, Swanson, Pache, and Duvall had the 5 RBIs. And then Pache stole a base. And Anderson pitched 7 innings. Martin pitched an inning. Smith pitched an inning. Williamson pitched 2 innings, blew the save, but got the win. And then Green pitched an inning, got the save. And then Hill pitched 5 innings. Thielbar pitched an inning and a third. Romo blew the save and pitched 2 innings. May pitched an inning. Clippard pitched 2 and a third and got the loss. And then Alcala came in for that one batter. So he pitched a third of an inning. Yeah, 5 runs on 23 hits, no errors for the Braves, and then 4 runs on 13 hits, no errors for the Twins. As even though the Braves won Game 1 and they're only a win away from winning the World Series, the Twins can, like I said, win Game 2 on the road. Game 3 will be back here at Target Field. Next episode of the series will be Game 2 of this series in Atlanta. And that video will probably go up later this week. And then the next episode will be Game 2, and then the next episode after that will be Game 3 if necessary. As we'll see if the Braves can close it out in Game 2, or if the Twins can force a winner-take-all in Game 3. We'll see what happens. But as for Game 1, 5-4 is the final in 12 innings as the Braves win Game 1 in extras. If you like this episode, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And you know what? I'm going to see you in episode number 54 of this MLB The Show 20 Postseason series. See you in episode number 54 and eat a lot of bacon. And I'll see you in Game 2. See you then.